Hello friends, in this session we discuss about trypanosomes. Trypanosomes are belonging to the group of hemoflagellates. Leishmania and Trypanosoma, these are two genera which includes pathogens of human beings in the hemoflagellate group. In trypanosomes there are three species: Trypanosoma brucei, Trypanosoma cruzi and Trypanosoma rangili. Trypanosoma brucei and Trypanosoma cruzi, they cause human being diseases. We first have a look at Trypanosoma brucei. It causes African trypanosomiasis. Trypanosoma brucei has three subspecies: Trypanosoma brucei, Trypanosoma brucei gambiense, and Trypanosoma brucei rhodesiense. Out of these three, Trypanosoma brucei is a pathogen of animals and not found in human beings. The other two, gambiense and rhodesiense, they cause disease of human beings, and we will study them in this session. Trypanosoma brucei exists in the vertebrate host as a trypomastigote form. The trypomastigote occurs in three morphological forms. There are three morphological forms. One is a long form, long slender form with the flagellum. Another one is a short stumpy form without a flagellum, and third is an intermediate form. The long slender form is about 20 to 30 micrometers, extracellular form found in the blood, lymph and tissue fluids. It is colorless and spindle shaped, and in the motile form because it has a flagellum. It has a nucleus, kinetoplast, exoneme, flagellum, undulating membrane, as we have studied about the morphology of epimastigotes, trypomastigotes. Giemsa or white stain can be used for microscopy. The short stumpy forms, they are about 10 micrometers long and they are without a flagellum. They are the non-motile forms. Trypanosoma brucei in thin film and in thick film showing the trypomastigote forms in the peripheral blood. Antigenic variation. Trypanosoma brucei, all the trypanosomes, they have the ability to vary the antigenic nature of their surface coat. The surface glycoproteins, they keep changing from time to time. The outer variant surface glycoproteins or VSG, they are changed every 5 to 10 days intervals. So each VSG is immunogenic but different from the previous version. So whenever this parasite infects a human being, the human being will develop antibodies against those VSGs, but after some days new VSGs will turn up, and so then again a second round of ailment will arise, and again a man will produce antibodies, and again newer VSG forms will come up. So this way the cycle keeps going on, and because of which there are continuous relapses, repeated relapses of infection for several months, and these new variants, they evade the host immune response, and because of which the parasite develops new VSG and the cycle keeps repeating again and again. Here in this graph you can see that the course of infection कैसा होता है. उसमें initially there is first one bout of infection, and after some time the VSG will change, but the person has developed antibodies, so the infection will reduce, but then again the new VSGs will turn up, so again the infection will increase. So the second spike, then the third spike, and then the fourth spike, as a repeated spikes of infection keep taking place. And because of this antigenic variation, in one round they do not get cured, but after several rounds of relapses the infection subsides. There are total two hosts in case of Trypanosoma brucei. Human being is the definitive host and the tsetse fly is an intermediate host. Both male and female tsetse flies, they act as vectors. Infective form for human beings is the metacyclic trypomastigote form. Route of infection for human beings is bite of a tsetse fly. So we saw in Leishmania donovani that it is transmitted by the bite of a sandfly. Similarly, here in case of Trypanosoma brucei, the bite of a tsetse fly, it transmits the infection, and the infective form for human beings is the trypomastigote form. A short summary of the life cycle. The life cycle can be drawn like this in a circular form, describing various stages of the life cycle. The human cycle and the vector cycle both have been shown here, and this same life cycle which has been shown here in the figure, it has been described in short in just 4 to 5 lines here, which we will have a look at. शॉर्ट समरी में पहले तो बाइट हुआ tsetse फ्लाई का, जिसकी वजह से मेटासाइक्लिक ट्रिपोमास्टिकोट फॉर्म्स उसके सलाइवा में से ह्यूमन बींग के सर्कुलेशन में आए. और ह्यूमन बीइंग में वो लॉन्ग सेंटर फॉर्म में कन्वर्ट हुए, फिर वो मल्टीप्लाई किया, उसमें से इंटरमीडिएट फॉर्म्स बने, फिर शॉर्ट स्टम्पी फॉर्म्स बने, वो शॉर्ट स्टम्पी फॉर्म्स ब्लड में गए और पैरासिटेमिया हुआ, और ये पैरासाइट ब्लड में से फिर दूसरा सेट्सी फ्लाई ने सक किया, उसके मिडगट में गए, मिडगट में जाके लॉन्ग स्लेंडर फॉर्म्स बने जिन्होंने मल्टीप्लाई किया और सलाइवरी ग्लैंड तक पहुँचे, और वहाँ पे सलाइवरी ग्लैंड में वो एपीमेस्टिकोट बनते हैं और फिर उसमें से मेटासाइक्लिक ट्रिपोमेस्टिकोट बनते हैं, और वहाँ से फिर नेक्स्ट होस्ट को जब वो बाइट करेगा तो साइकिल रिपीट होगा। तो वैसे दी एंटायर लाइफ साइकिल विच हैज़ बीन डिस्क्राइब्ड इन अ सर्कुलर फैशन इन द टेक्स्ट बुक्स यू कैन समराइज इन जस्ट 4 to 5 lines for your own understanding, for remembering. Like this it has been shown here. The human cycle and the vector cycle, both the cycles have been shown here diagrammatically with the description of every step written along with it. Pathogenesis and clinical features में Trypanosoma brucei gambiens causes West African trypanosomiasis and Trypanosoma brucei rhodesians causes East African trypanosomiasis. तो Trypanosoma brucei causes African trypanosomiasis, while Trypanosoma cruzi it causes American trypanosomiasis. This point we are supposed to remember. Trypanosoma brucei is an animal pathogen and not important for us. The disease African trypanosomiasis is also known as sleeping sickness. Incubation period is about 1 week and route of transmission is bite of a tsetse fly. The vector is tsetse fly, route of transmission is by bite, and the morphological form that is transmitted by the bite is the metacyclic tripomasticote forms. Initially, when that tsetse fly bites, there is a local lesion at the site of bite which is known as chancre. The chancre is painless, hard but tender. There is fever, chills, rash, anemia, weight loss and headache. The chancre heals but the parasite enters the blood circulation and parasitemia occurs. Antibodies are developed by the host, but the antigenic VSG variants, they escape destruction. These mutants produce new waves of parasitemia. Again and again new waves will emerge because of variation in the variant surface glycoproteins. This continues to recur for months. If the patient is treated, the patient can recover, but untreated cases it can be lethal. The disease condition of African trypanosomiasis has been described in 2 stages. Stage 1 is involvement of various organs without the involvement of CNS. There is hepatosplenomegaly and lymphadenopathy, particularly in the posterior cervical region, which is known as Winterbottom sign. There can be myocarditis, there is leukocytosis, there is thrombocytopenia. High levels of immunoglobulin M are there in the circulation. Stage 2 includes CNS invasion. After several months, CNS can be invaded and there can be headache, mental dullness, apathy, daytime sleepiness. Patient can sleep any time of the day, while standing, while sitting, while eating. Patient can suddenly fall asleep, and so this disease condition is known as sleeping sickness. It can lead to coma and then finally death. East African trypanosomiasis is more acute and it can progress to death in about 1 year, while West African trypanosomiasis is more chronic and the disease can progress for up to 4 years. African sleeping sickness, the tsetse fly is the vector. The pathogen is Trypanosoma brucei. Area is Africa. There are 2 kinds, East African trypanosomiasis and West African trypanosomiasis. If the CNS is not involved, then we call it a stage 1, and if the CNS is involved, it can lead to sleepiness any time of the day, mental confusion, apathy, etc., and it can ultimately lead to coma and death. Trypanosoma brucei gambiense, tripomasticote forms, they invade dash and cause swelling. This is the symptoms are Winterbottom sign. So dash में क्या आएगा, तो lymph nodes in the posterior cervical region. The tripomasticotes invade dash and initiate the chronic sleeping sickness stage. This dash will include CNS. Tripomasticote invades CNS and initiate chronic sleeping sickness stage. Laboratory diagnosis of Trypanosoma brucei or African sleeping sickness includes which specimen to be taken, what is the microscopy, isolation, and serology. Specimen taken will be blood, lymph node aspirates, bone marrow aspirates, cerebrospinal fluid, or fluid aspirated from the trypanosomal chancre. In microscopy, we can prepare a wet film. We can do staining by Giemsa stain or Leishman stain or field stain or Wright stain. Thin films are generally prepared, and you can see this in this diagram the trypomastigode forms of Trypanosoma brucei in the peripheral circulation along with the RBCs. Thick films can also be prepared in case of parasite being rare or scanty. Thick films are prepared, or even concentration techniques can be used like Buffy coat preparation method. Trypanosoma brucei gambiense is more easily seen in the lymph node aspirates, while Trypanosoma brucei rhodesians is more easily seen in the blood. For isolation, rats are used. For Trypanosoma brucei rhodesians, rats are used, but not for Trypanosoma brucei gambiens. Serology can be performed. ELISA, complement fixation test, and card agglutination test can be performed. In treatment, suramine, pentamidine are used, and for prophylaxis, protective clothing, insect repellents, and fly traps can be used. With this, we end this session, and Trypanosoma cruzi will be studied in the next session.